Hello friends, you are watching my YouTube channel Sorgesar Biology. We are discussing about the chapter molecular basis of inheritance, and the next point in the molecular basis of inheritance is the very important point, protein synthesis. Understood? The protein synthesis. Proteins are the building blocks of our body. Majority of our body is made up of proteins. So the protein synthesis is the very essential process in the body. Before we start the actual process of protein synthesis, you must know the essentials of protein synthesis. These are the essential components, or these are the essential structures, or the main structures essential for the protein synthesis. Without these, the protein synthesis is not possible. So you must know the essentials of protein synthesis, what exactly factors or what factors are involved in this process of protein synthesis. There are some terminologies, there are some components which are needed or essential for the actual protein synthesis, or which takes part in the protein synthesis. Now, today's point is the essentials of protein synthesis. So what exactly the factors which are essential for the protein synthesis I have listed here. The first one is the non-genetic RNA. The first chapter is the first point is the non-genetic RNA. Now what is non-genetic RNA? RNA, these are the nucleic acids with the ribose sugar. Non-genetic RNA. Non-genetic RNA is a type of RNA. RNAs are of two types, genetic RNA and non-genetic RNA. Out of these, genetic RNA serves as a genetic material in some of the viruses or in some of the bacteria. These are the genetic RNA which acts as a genetic material. And very important, the non-genetic RNA. Non-genetic RNA means these RNA are not the genetic material, but this RNA participate or takes part in the process of protein synthesis. So these non-genetic RNA, these are of three types, mRNA, rRNA and tRNA. These are the non-genetic RNA. We will see this later. Next one is the amino acids. Amino acids, these are nothing but the building blocks of the proteins, or the protein is a macromolecule which is made up of polypeptide chain, and polypeptide chain is made up of polypeptide chain is made up of single units of amino acids. So polypeptide, poly means many, having 1, 2, 3 or n number of amino acids. These are the amino acids. Particular amino acid is coded by a particular codon. Codon is a triplet of nitrogen bases. And the very important, the third component is the ribosome. Ribosome means these are present in the cytoplasm. These are the protein factories. Ribosomes are also called as protein factories because these ribosomes assemble amino acids one after other as the codons present on the mRNA to form the protein. This is nothing but the protein synthesis. Now let us study in detail the first component, that is the non-genetic RNA. Now the non-genetic RNA are of three types, mRNA, rRNA and tRNA. These three types of RNAs are involved in the process of protein synthesis. So the very first here is the mRNA. M stands for messenger. mRNA, M stands for messenger RNA. Both these three types of RNAs are present in nucleus as well as in the cytoplasm also. mRNA, M stands for messenger RNA. Now messenger RNA means it conveys a message in a coded form. mRNA conveys or carries a message in a coded form. That coded form is called as a cryptogram. Coded form from nucleus or from DNA to the site of protein synthesis, that is the ribosome. mRNA carries the message for protein synthesis. And mRNA, it is 3 to 5% of total cellular RNA. Now the structure of mRNA is a linear molecule. RNA are single stranded structure. Both all these three types of RNA are made up of a single strand. DNA is a double stranded structure, but RNA is a single stranded structure. Both these three types of RNAs are made up of single strand, but mRNA, structure of mRNA is a linear molecule. Here mRNA is a straight molecule. There is no any fold. There is no any loop. The straight chain of nucleotides is here mRNA. This is the linear unfolded linear, or you can also say straight molecule. Next, triplet codons are present. Now, as I have told you, mRNA carries a message. Now the message is in the form of codons. mRNA carries a message is in the form of codons. Now what are codons? Codon means these are the triplets. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and n number of triplets. Triplet means 3 nitrogen bases are arranged successively. 3 nitrogen bases are arranged successively. So this is a triplet, this is a triplet, this is a triplet. Now a single triplet of nitrogen bases is called a codon. This is a triplet of nitrogen base. This triplet is called codon. This is first codon, second codon, third codon, fourth codon, and n number of codons are present. Understood? Number of codons are present on linear mRNA molecule. So the message is carried in the form of codons, and this message is called as a mRNA language, or very popularly this message is called as a cryptogram. This message is called as a cryptogram. So this is the linear molecule and it has a polarity. It has a polarity. Here the 5' end is present, here the 3' end is present, and on the 5' end of mRNA, on the 5' end of mRNA, start codon or the initiation codon is present. On the 5' end of mRNA, start codon or the initiation codon is present, which is always AUG. Which is always AUG, and AUG codon codes for amino acid methionine. AUG codon codes for amino acid methionine. This AUG codes for amino acid methionine. Always. Now, at the 5' end, the start codon or the initiation codon is present, which always AUG codes for methionine, and so on. The second codon, third codon, fourth codon is present. These codons code for different amino acids. These codons codes for different amino acids, and at the end of this linear molecule, at the end of this mRNA, at the 3' end, at the 3' end, UAA codon is present. Now this UAA is called as a termination codon. UAA is called as a termination codon. Now what is termination codon? Here initiation codon is present. Initiation means which starts the process of protein synthesis. Initiation means which starts the process of protein synthesis. Now termination means which stops the process of protein synthesis. At the 3' end, the protein synthesis is stopped by identifying the stop codon. Stop codon UAA is present, or UAG is present, or UGA is present. These 3 codons are stop codons. These 3 codons are stop codons. या तिन्ही पैकी कुठला तरी एक कोडॉन इथं प्रेझेंट असणार, आयदर UAA or UAG or UGA. These codons are termination codons or stop codons which doesn't code for any amino acid. Understood? The structure of mRNA. Now the function of mRNA. Function of mRNA means mRNA carries the message in a coded form. The codons are arranged. This language is called as a cryptogram. mRNA carries message for protein synthesis from DNA to the ribosome. This is the actual function of this mRNA. mRNA, which is the very important molecule, and mRNA is produced on a DNA itself. All these three RNAs are produced on DNA by the process called as a transcription. mRNA is produced on the DNA by the process is called as a transcription, which is the first half part of the protein synthesis, which is the transcription, and later this coded form is translated in the form of amino acid chain, which is called as a translation. We will see this in the protein synthesis. Understood the mRNA? Next is rRNA. R stands for ribosomal. R stands for ribosomal. This is 80% of the total cellular RNA. rRNA means the ribosomal RNA, which is always associated with the ribosome. Now, ribosome, these are the protein factories. Ribosome is made up of protein as well as this rRNA. Now, the structure is a single strand folded upon itself. All these three RNAs are made up of single stranded. This is the single strand which is folded upon itself, and at the region of these folds, this shows the base pairing. At the region of the fold, the RNA or the rRNA shows complementary base pairing. It is always associated with the ribosome. This is the single strand. The orientation 5' end is here, 3' end is here. Unpaired bases are shown, and paired bases are shown here. Here is the loop region present. This is the single stranded structure, but folded upon itself at the various regions. Now, the function of rRNA. rRNA, it is always associated with the ribosome, or it is a part of a ribosome, rRNA. Now, the main function of rRNA is it provides the proper binding site for the mRNA. rRNA provides the proper binding site for the mRNA on the ribosome. rRNA provides binding site for the mRNA to the ribosome, so the ribosome can read the codon to assemble the amino acids. rRNA provides binding site to the mRNA, and the next function is rRNA orients the mRNA in such a way that all the codons are read properly. So rRNA orients the mRNA in such a way that all the codons read properly to assemble the amino acids. Understood the structure of rRNA? Main two functions are given. rRNA, it provides the binding site for mRNA to the ribosome, and or it it keeps the proper orientation of mRNA. Next is the tRNA. Now, T stands for transfer. T stands for transfer, or tRNA. You can also say transfer RNA. It is 10 to 20% of total cellular RNA. tRNA is also a single stranded structure looped upon itself. At the looping, it shows the complementary base pairs. Appears in two different forms. tRNA appears in two different forms: clover-leaf model and hairpin model. I have shown hairpin model here. This is the hairpin model. Clover-leaf model, it is like this. This is the clover-leaf model of. This is the clover-leaf model, but I have shown hairpin model in detail here. Now, this is also a single stranded structure, but the strand is folded upon itself. This is also a single stranded structure, but the strand is folded upon itself, and at the one end it forms a loop which shows the free nitrogen bases called as the anticodon, and it has also a polarity. At the 5' end, the guanine residue is present. The amino acid, the nitrogen base guanine is present at the 5' end, and at the 3' end, of this tRNA, there is a present of CCAN. 3 prime end, there is the CCAN, and at the 5 prime end, guanine nitrogen base is present. At the loop region, it shows 3 unpaired or 3 free nitrogen bases are present, called as the anticodon. Now, the main function of tRNA is which transfers the correct amino acid at the site of protein synthesis, means this transfers the correct amino acid. Activated amino acid is get bind to the proper tRNA, and this tRNA transfers the activated amino acid at the site of protein synthesis, means at the site of ribosome, and these codons and anticodons are perfectly matched and proper amino acid is transferred to link with that polypeptide chain. Understood the tRNA? tRNA means transfer RNA. The main function of transfer RNA is which transfers the activated amino acid to the site of protein synthesis, means to the ribosome, to arrange these amino acids in sequence. Understood? These 3 types of non-genetic RNA, and these 3 types of non-genetic RNA are very essential in the process of protein synthesis, because mRNA carries the message in coded form for the protein synthesis. rRNA, which constitutes or which is the part of the ribosome, which provides the binding site for the mRNA, and tRNA, which transfers the correct amino acid at the site of protein synthesis. All these 3 RNAs are essential or the basic components of protein synthesis. The next one is the amino acids. Now, these amino acids are coded by the different codons. Amino acids, there are 20 amino acids present which takes part in the protein synthesis, and these 20 amino acids are coded by different codons, 61 different codons, and the very important ribosome. These two components we'll see in our next lecture. Understood this non-genetic RNA? तुम्हाला जर काही शंका असेल तर कमेंट बॉक्स मध्ये नक्की कमेंट करा. व्हिडिओ पूर्ण बघितल्यानंतर वॉच्ड कम्प्लीटली अशी कमेंट करायची. थँक्यू.